We are told that we live in a free society and that democracy works. We also told that wars come by accident and poverty is unfortunate, but it just happens, unfortunately. But in reality, all of it is being engineered. But we need to ask ourselves a question. Do we live in a free society or democratic system? Or is it a myth? Or maybe is it a lie that we've been living in a fake life, that we've been manipulated, driven, led by oligarchy, by corporates, and by media that actually manipulate our thoughts and our actions and lead us like cattle. The current happenings around the world, especially the recent action that taken by the United States against Venezuela by removing the president. It doesn't matter if it's a dictator or not. It doesn't matter. Kidnapping the president of a sovereign country, this is a new level of oligarchy actions. We look on what's happening in Gaza and the demonstration after demonstrations, millions after millions walking in the streets of London, Washington, New York, Berlin, Paris, Amsterdam, all cities, almost most of the population of Earth crying out, but the fears. And in the same time, the silent war in Sudan, the genocides in Sudan, which is you know nothing about, is far, far greater than what's going on in Gaza. In multiple folds, things which is from medieval time was carried out since 23. And yet, nobody's talking about. Media is overlooking it. No action taken. And when there is sanctions or action is taken, it's going to be done in a way that is serve the oligarch. For that reason, I'm happy today that actually my book came out, published, Behind the Curtain, which is going through who really control the world, the real forces behind shaping our world. The oligarchies, the corporates, the media giants, the tech giants that actually shaping our world, how they manipulate the system, how the system actually serving them, how we think we have a democratically elected representative, but at the end of the day, they are representing the donors who pay higher, who donate more, who finance their campaign more. The recent war in Venezuela, which is everybody knows that just before the election that Donald Trump sat with the oil giants and promised them if they fund him with $1 billion that he will make it good for them. He will give them something big. So now he gave them Venezuela, the largest oil reserve, which is around 18% of the world reserve. Now, this is why I'm glad that my book is out, because I mentioned these kind of things in the book, which I started writing it a year ago, covering mostly what's happening in Sudan and in Gaza and in Congo, and relating that with the media and tech giants and oils. I don't think you forgot Iraq war, which is not long ago, and the Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, the recent genocides backed by Rwanda just for minerals, the war in Ukraine, and how it was double standards when dealing with Ukraine and dealing with Sudan, for example, or dealing with Congo. Now, this is in details in this book. So we will be covering the book as well in a series in the right narrative. We'll be talking a lot in a series of the new colonialism, the oligarchy, which is, it became like a cancer, like a disease, destroying our society, destroying our way of life, destroying our peace. Now, people, they think that is what's happening, the hate and the way that the society behaving now, especially in the West, extremism, hate, racism, Islamophobia, xenophobia, all these kind of things, this kind of disease, is, they think is because of the economical situation and all that stuff. But in reality, the truth is, it's been engineered, it's made up. And in the coming series, we will work together to see, and for you, by yourself, to see that this stuff is actually engineered as a distraction. Now, everybody analyze the situation, knows that is what was happening recently in Venezuela and seizing a Russian ship in the waters between Scotland and Finland is just a distraction. It's just a distraction. A distraction from what's going on in the biggest cover-up in the United States of the Epstein files. Now, I never spoke about Epstein files and so on, because it's an internal issue in the United States. It's a disgusting thing, but I never spoke about it. I never analyzed it. I never had entered into discussion with nobody about it, because it's something that is for the United States, for the Americans to deal with. But we are suffering the consequences of this cover-up. Because I remember in the 90s, I was just graduated from university, and my first degree, the first degree I took was chemistry. So I studied chemistry, and I hope to specialize in pharmaceutical industries and medical and aromatic plants and stuff like that. That because Sudan is very good with this kind of herbal stuff, and I thought to start my researches in the medical and aromatic plants. But as soon as I graduated, the same year that I graduated, that is the year that Bill Clinton fired 3 Scott missiles into the capital of Sudan, in Khartoum, and destroyed the biggest pharmaceutical factory in Africa. It was not open yet. And I was aiming to work in that factory. That factory was destroyed. They claim that it was used by Bin Laden to manufacture chemical weapons, and later they found that is not true. It had nothing to do with Bin Laden, it had nothing to do with Al-Qaeda, it had nothing to do with nobody. The owner is a normal person who worked for a long time in Saudi Arabia, and he got his money legally, and he started that factory. But everybody that time knew this is also smoke screen, because Bill Clinton was facing the Monica Lewinsky case. And to distract the people, he attacked Sudan and attacked Afghanistan. And this is how the world is operating. In this series and in this book, you will see that a lot of things been happening in a systematic way, that actually millions of people around the world are suffering. I started this channel just to bring the voice out of the survivors and the people, the victims in Sudan, the war in Sudan, because of the cover-up. So I thought, okay, start this channel just to bring their voice out. And if you watched my previous video, which is, I hope you do subscribe and you do follow us and watch our previous video. And please do share this video and all the other videos, at least to bring the voice of these victims out. When I started the channel, just to focus on Sudan issue, but then realized that it's actually, Sudan is a pattern, is being copied from place to another. So I decided, actually, let us focus on the global West, global South. The global South, which is Africa, South America, the third world. So for that, please do get your copy from my book, read it, and follow us here. So we go through what it contains. We discuss about the oligarchies. We discuss about the neocolonialism. We discuss about how the UAE become the new Sparta, how the UAE is being used, and who is actually using the UAE to become the villain and the devil. That is actually, there is no atrocity in Africa right now, or the Arab world, except that you will find the UAE behind it. In the beginning, people, they disagree with that. They don't like it. They think, oh, That's not true. UAE is the best place that you go to. But in reality, UAE is built by blood, by money, came most of it out of crimes committed just to gather it. UAE is the biggest hub for money laundering. So, let's go together in this journey. This book is a journey, actually. The way I wrote it itself, I wrote it as the same way that we will go through the series here, the New Colonialism and Oligarchy series, and the Global South, as a journey together. The guests we will invite, we will do that together. Because I promise you, this channel will be speaking in your tongue. It will be representing you because it carry your pain. It carry what you being through. So it is not like any other channel. And that is make us together unique. So subscribe, join us, not just by following and subscribing and sharing or liking, but join us in the right narrative. Let us make the right narrative a movement. That a movement to express the reality about things. That let's find out, is democracy a myth or is a tool that is being used to enslave us again under a new pretext? Please subscribe, get your copy from the book, and by the way, from the 13th and the 14th, for 48 hours, you can have your copy from Amazon Kindle version for free. Only 48 hours. Only for the people in the right narrative. So make sure that you go get your copy. And let's discuss it. And let us make things right. Together we might open a lot of people's eyes about the reality of things. So thank you again for watching and following. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you.